afternoon, welcome back to Forum, guys. My name is Zach.
This is John.
I'm Corbin.
You were not ready for that, but you know what? That's good. Good afternoon. We're back with another podcast. It's been a while, but we're still here. If you didn't notice, this is a video. You can actually see us now. If I want to get skanky on the video and take off some of my clothes and introduce you to myself, I can.
If we get 5 likes on this video, Corbin's going to wear lingerie.
Oh,
One, so.
wait, 5? We got low expectations for this video.
I'll be all 5 of those likes. All right.
Holy shit. When you're promoting yourself to take your clothes off of. Remember that, if Corbin gets 5 likes, lingerie on the show.
Just sub to my OnlyFans first.
Oh.
He's going to wear a mankini.
We need a Forum Guys OnlyFans account, apparently. Welcome back to Forum Guys. Today we're going to be talking about some cool stuff. We got some as seen on TV products to show you today, so you can decide whether or not it is worth it or not.
We haven't looked or opened the boxes or anything. They kind of are sketchy.
They're very sketchy.
You can find them at Menards, Walmart, wherever. Probably not the dollar store, but
Fleet Farm.
You can even buy them on Amazon. A few of them that they actually sell as seen on TV products are rated very, very well. I don't know. I think yours was the one that was rated very well.
Yep.
I don't know about that one or this one, so we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll find out for sure.
And then we're also doing a giveaway today, which is the awesome blanket that we have opportunity today to give away. Huge logo on it, fleece blanket. This thing is super warm and it is brand new in the packaging.
Yeah.
We will put the link to the form in our description here. And yeah. As said prior to this, I didn't include this in this podcast, but or in the prior podcast, I should say. But we will also be doing podcasts on Spotify. Those should go up by the end of the month. It's just kind of getting in the swing of things of getting on Spotify. But as soon as we get that up and running, we will let you guys know on our social media pages. And you can check us out on Spotify for our audio and YouTube for our video ones. So we're glad to start collaborating with them and get our followers back up. So thank you very much for your patience of getting us back out there again. But we're here and we'll be back up and running. So, alrighty.
Yep.
John.
Sounds like a plan.
It is your turn to crack the seal.
Alright, so my first item.
Your first and only.
Well, thanks,
He
Corbin.
just keeps pulling them out.
Well, it's a mini security cam. So, it was about $20. You can, like I said, you can find it at Menards, Amazon, Walmart, wherever. We don't really know. Oh, well, I just broke it, so.
Well, if the packaging is as bad as the
That
product, we're
packaging
going to have
is gone.
issues.
Oh my god.
Oh, boy.
You can't package it cheaper.
Well, there's a USB with it.
Oh, that's
USB?
tiny.
USB-C.
Oh, boy, that's really small.
Honestly, it says it records really well. It'd be interesting to see if it's as good as it says.
I can imagine using it for like a dash cam, but that's the only thing I'd probably use it for.
I've considered getting a dash cam. A lot of people say you should.
It's a great idea.
Alright, so there's 3 components.
So they can see how
And
crazy of a
instructions.
driver you and I are.
So it's like this little stand for it. Okay.
3D printed. That actually is
It
kind of
looks 3D
interesting.
printed almost.
Yeah, it does.
Oh,
So does that...
Oh, well, it's a clip-on.
Oh, so that snaps. That's kind of cool, actually. It's pretty small, but it's neat.
And then we have this audio. I think it's an audio cord. I don't know.
I believe so.
Yeah, it's probably just power for that too.
Alright, and then here's instructions. And here's a piece.
Take it, plug it
Labels
in,
all the
and throw it
pieces.
away.
Alright, so
Pretty sweet.
That cord gives me back to, like, VGA days. Or not VGA, but VHS days.
I feel like it brings
Oh,
me back
boy.
to like
That is
yeah,
a small plug-in.
it's USB-C almost. It's like tablets. Remember tablets? How you used to charge them? They used to have the exact plug-in as.
Oh, yeah, they were funky. Also, you know what they need to make is a USB that fits both ways.
There, it looks like
Honestly.
it looks like it's charging.
Okay.
Should we plug?
Oh, there's a blinking light on it.
Does this plug? Yeah, I think this is for charging. Does this plug into? This plug into a computer?
It doesn't look like it. It's for, like, speakers.
It's definitely not for anything. Why do they even need that?
Why
The
is
real
there-
question is, why the hell do they put this on here and not, like, an aux cord?
Yeah. Okay.
This is for, like, TVs.
What's the
Alright,
instruction?
well, that's for charging battery. Please charge the camera's battery fully before first use. So it's not doesn't come fully charged. Okay.
Unfortunate.
It's kind of cool.
Connect the mini security camera to the USB port. Yep, did that. You cannot be recording while it's plugged in. Please stop recording before using the PC. Oh, the charge battery. Okay, so it's charging. You can't plug it. Can't have it plugged into like PC or something.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
So we'll charge it while working on our other stuff, and then we can come back to it.
Alright, so connected to the charger for a 110 volt power outlet or a portable
TV.
Oh, I bet it uses USB to pull files off it too.
Probably.
That's why I'm probably going to take it, because that's what it's saying.
I mean, it's honestly, I'm not going to rate it right now, but honestly, if it's this small and you can, it says it records with like high quality stuff. I mean, we're recording with the GoPro right now for our video footage. I mean, if it records small enough, and if you use it as a dash cam or just take it with you for like any experience you wanted to, how much was this thing?
It was $20 at most.
Yeah, I mean, it's got really good qualities. It's got a nice rubberized body to it. It's got a good cord. I mean, the only downfall is it's not aux cord.
You probably could just, honestly, well, never mind.
Well, because of the plug itself, you can probably get an adapter from that to aux.
Yeah.
So, I don't think it's an issue, and you can probably just use the USB to put the files on your PC, and then you don't need that anyway.
Yeah. So, it's a TV charging cable.
What?
That's what this is.
A TV charging cable?
That's what they called this.
Why
Is
do
a
they
TV
need it?
charging cable. Who would plug this into a TV?
What the hell?
TV goober.
Want to watch their family while they watch a show?
No, it's the power is all it is.
Well, I guess that's for like for doing like monitors and stuff. So if you have it set up to like
It's one way to take family pictures, I guess.
That's an awkward family picture right there.
It's kind of weird.
I mean, it's cool. It's very gimmicky, but it is, honestly, for an SC Not TV product, it's pretty cool.
So as this light is blinking, I don't know if you guys can see that.
Purple.
So if it's blinking, it means it's charging. If it's like just one solid. Yeah, like one solid color, then it's actually done charging.
Well, so what I think we should do, we'll let that charge, but then even if it doesn't make it to the full charge state, we can try it at the end because it'll have enough juice to go. So I'll put this blanket form in the description for the link.
What do you got then, Zach?
All right. Oh, that's right. I have my knife with me too. Do I? I do have my knife.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the most useful one.
So this one, if it actually goes well, this is a Bell & Howell light bar. This is a rechargeable light bar that has a stand on it and kind of a tripod for itself. It looks pretty promising. It's made by Bell & Howell. I know they have a lot of gimmicky crap. They're the kind of people that do like the buy one, get one thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's crack the seal.
42 by 7 by 4.5 centimeters.
If it works, this will be lighting for our podcast here because I do need more lighting, so that'll be nice.
Be careful there.
I know. That's how I cut my finger off last time.
And what was the price for that?
The price for this was $20 even.
$20 even. Okay, so
Perfect for power outages. That's pretty convenient right now.
I mean, I know, I give a lot of crap to Bell & Howell stuff, but maybe it is better than I think it is.
You struggling to open that box.
We're just going to beat the shit out of the box. Fine, I'll use the knife again.
just throw it around like it's an Amazon package.
There's been some Amazon drivers that, like, completely butcher packages for them.
Pretty meme.
They just throw the package from their van on the street.
Alright, so the first thing... Oh, God, it's got the crappy foam. First thing I'm seeing here, some screws. These are drywall anchors.
Yeah.
If you really want to anchor this thing to the wall...
Permanently.
Alright, we got some... There it is. There's the foam.
Yo, you can make that a castle if you want. Use your imagination.
It's got some pretty strong plugs to it. I thought it was USB, but it's not. I don't think that's matter. We got the power strip in the center here, so take this off here.
Okay.
I mean, the plug itself is like a laptop plug, so that's pretty cool. All right, and then we got the light bar.
It's a lot smaller than I thought it would be, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good size. It's not bad. It is really, really gimmicky as shit. The light bar itself is... Oh, yeah, look at that stand. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking... Here we go, Bell & Howell. Here you go. There's the official... It's got a back stand here, too. It's got a handle.
Roughly 5 minutes to make.
This took 2 seconds to make. Peel off the protective film. That's basically like a cling wrap that they bought for probably cents on the dollar.
The kid in Indonesia did great making that thing.
The cling wrap is so crappy that it didn't peel off evenly.
Nice.
Thanks.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, I'd probably take a trash.
All right, cool. And then so there's 2 modes on here. There's an Oh!
Okay.
It's charged. So it's got an SOS mode. It doesn't flash, apparently. It's got a low mode, off, and high.
High's actually kind of bright.
I mean, yeah, it's not bad, honestly. It's about as much light as a flashlight.
Yeah.
Set this up like here. Yeah, I mean, it's got potential.
I don't know what you would really use it for.
I mean, maybe it's brighter when it's actually, like, charged more. It probably is just, like, 3/4 charged.
I just feel like a flashlight might be just a little more convenient.
Well, especially since, like, can you imagine you're just sitting next to someone, you're like, hey, you need some light? Yeah, sure, got you, bud.
Let me pull this out my pocket real quick.
Let me just demonstrate this here because I can see this on camera.
I got my light bar with me today.
Corbin, you need some light there, bud?
Yeah, I feel like it's not convenient.
Yeah, it's pretty gimmicky.
Your pants are going to be like Snoopy's doghouse if you're going to carry that around.
The only thing I will say is that the bad thing about it is the construction of it is pretty crappy.
Yeah.
It's the kind of thing that if you dropped it like once, it would completely shatter.
It's pretty cheap.
So I'll do the same thing here. I'll plug this in while we do the next one and see if it gets any better. But
was it just this one or was there two of them?
That's just one.
Just one.
So you can see there's a red light on the side when it's charging.
Yep. I don't know. It's not. I don't know if I'd use it as a daily. I'm definitely not going to put it in like a garage and use it for anything. But yeah. All right.
So that's the one thing it seems like it would be to me is like someone using it in their like just to light up their garage if they don't have a light.
Yeah.
It wouldn't get very far.
Like the one thing that I like, even like if you had use it as a closet light, I mean it doesn't even provide that much light. And the bad thing about it is it's got that switch on the side of it. So if you're gonna use it for anything that's actually like potential, it's not worth it. If it had like a button maybe, but the switch is kind of fickle.
At least you can use it when it's plugged in though. I just noticed that too.
Yeah, that'd be a nice thing too. If you had it in your garage, you could use it as a plugged-in feature. So that
so it's always gonna be like charged.
Yeah, I mean I don't know. It's something.
Okay. I think I just ran out of a flashlight in a lot of situations, but
no, I agree with you. All right. Time to crack yours. I'll grow over here and grab it. First, introduce yours.
Last one. So we got a non-stick oven liner.
What
keeps
commercial
the
is that
oven,
from?
I don't know. It just says it keeps the oven clean. FDA compliant. It's Yoshi Copper.
Hell yeah.
So Yoshi's a brand, I guess. Copper infused, cut to fit smaller ovens, withstands up to 500 degrees Fahrenheit for gas or electric ovens. Because what other ovens are there? Catches spills. There she is.
It's something.
It just looks like a giant roll of copper. Alright, I don't know how it's...
You want a knife here?
There's nothing knife that I need a knife for. I'm just going to butcher the box, I think.
I'd go for that.
I guess it worked.
They didn't think about packaging. I don't think on any of these they thought about packaging.
No. I see there's a little tape mark. I could have used it.
So let's do this, John. Let's give them both a out of 10 rating, 10 being highest and 1 being the lowest. I'm going to give the light bar... I'll give it a 5. Only because the construction's pretty brittle. The light itself is bright, but it's... Oh, it actually has a scratch in it already, too. That's nice. Oh, that's a nice oven mat you got there, bud.
Thanks, dude. I just bought it. Alright, they gave us an entire piece of paper for instructions, because apparently people don't know how to use these. How to use Yoshi oven liner. Heat oven to desired temperature. Caution, do not use liner above 500 degrees Fahrenheit. Be sure to measure oven liner on rack. If the over liner is larger than the rack, trim them. Place Yoshi liner over on the lowest wire rack or directly under.
Light.
Oh my gosh. Liner must be washed prior to first use. Allow liner to cool completely. Always clean liner between uses. Dry cleaner. I mean, this is pretty self-explanatory right here. So it's telling us we're supposed to use an oven, but we don't have an oven we're gonna use right now. We have one, but we're not using it.
All right, so what we're gonna do?
Test we're gonna do.
I'm actually scared to do this, but here we go.
I'm also scared. I think it's gonna get. So we're gonna see if it wipes off super clean like it's.
Oh, it did not absorb in the. Here, I'm gonna take
Here,
just
move it around. See if it.
See if we can get a better angle. So.
Oh, look at that.
I mean.
Did it soak in or did it?
No, I think it's just there. I mean. No.
Wow, that's actually pretty cool.
It's like
Turn this
cabbage.
It's pretty cool. See what happens now when
Alright.
try wiping it.
Oh my!
It
You know
just-
what? Actually,
It just disappears.
it's still like there.
is it
It's like
wet?
yeah. It's
Yeah,
like
it's there.
yeah. It's just all it did was just soak it into the
Honestly, the light
surface.
bar might help you. What if you just turn the light bar back on?
There you go. You like that switch?
I
That's a
think
piece of crap.
yeah, this is garbage. I mean, I don't see no cranberry juice.
I don't either. I don't really.
You can't see it. It is all gone.
Here, let's try it.
I feel like
A little more here. I'm like really concerned right now. Oh God.
it's a shaker. I mean, it's doing what you would think it would do.
Well,
Alright,
Ty's
here.
gonna get that out.
Let's try this. Also, this is
Okay,
just
so
paper towel.
it did leave a little bit. No cranberry juice. Honestly, I don't know what to say. We don't have an oven to use it on.
Well,
We
we
can't,
found
like-
another purpose.
The only thing is, though, which I would say, is if it's absorbing cranberry juice by a minimal amount,
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to survive to, like, hot liquids. Because can you imagine getting, like, a sauce in there and then it not coming out after the fact? Because, like, there's still residue. And, yeah now
there's
it's
gonna be-
sticky.
It's sticky, though, yeah. I didn't want to touch it because I thought it might be sticky. I don't know what to say.
I don't know. I mean, it's not bad. It's just...
We didn't use an oven. I mean, I can't really...
There's not
Say
even
much.
really a purpose that someone would need to go out and buy this. Like,
No.
Okay, so let's
just
go
put
back.
whatever you're baking on a pan, for God's sake.
Well, that's what, like, even the advertisement says to put it on a pan. Okay, but...
This is huge. Like,
Yeah, but if the thing is, if you're covering the pan, what is the point of that? It's just to not clean the pan. But you still have to clean this anyway.
this thing, it was... I think it was for... Like, if something spills when it's on it, it's for preventing it from dropping all the way down, too.
Oh,
It
okay.
was, like, supposed to catch it, too. That was one thing it was supposed to do.
I can
Which,
see that.
can... I mean,
That makes
it
sense.
makes sense.
Your pizza sags through the little holes.
I mean, yeah, this
Grates.
would prevent that from happening.
So can you use it on direct contact with an oven?
Yeah, that's what you do. You put it on the rack and you put whatever your food or pan on top of this. And
They make like oven stones to do bake stuff with, but
Yeah.
if it works, it works. That's not actually that bad.
I just think it's kind of weird. I don't know. It's kind of big, I feel like. This is definitely bigger than a lot of small ovens, like they said. But
I kind of feel like someone would just be wasting their money if they bought that.
Yeah,
I
Congrats,
agree.
Corbin.
it seems like an overweighted piece of plastic.
You know what? Maybe I'll use it someday. Okay? Maybe I will. Maybe
Alright,
I'll just
I
roll it back
understand.
up into a map, and then we won't ever use it.
Use Sharpie and just draw an old-fashioned map.
We'll just leave the cranberry juice on there.
You can use it for Dungeons and Dragons.
That's my map.
The SOS thing on this does nothing. Like if I put on SOS right now, it doesn't do anything.
Alright, if I'm gonna rate this bad boy, it's gonna be probably a 3 out of 10. I can see how someone could use it, but I don't know why they would.
Out of the security camera, I'm gonna give it a 4. We haven't used it yet, which
I mean, maybe it would be better when you use it, though.
The only downfall I will say
Yeah,
of that is
just
that
John.
you can see the actual chip itself, and that is kind of concerning. Because it's definitely not waterproof, and I feel like
Yeah.
even if you...
Oh, definitely not waterproof.
I don't know what you're talking about, dude. You can see the computer.
You can
all
see the
chips
mic
inside.
and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I mean. It's just like, it's kind of... That's concerning.
good old circuit boards
Well,
being shown.
Alright,
So
power,
this
power on.
That's I don't know.
is with more power to it.
I feel it's the same almost.
Do a table
Oh, I just
overview.
turned it on.
It's not bad. I mean, if we did it like... If we used it, so like right here and across, it gives us a lot of light, but at the same time, like,
It's really bright out of nowhere.
I'm gonna,
yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna
just
keep
there.
reading about this real quick.
Yeah.
Cause I'm clicking on some buttons, it's turning blue and
No.
blue and red instead of purple.
Could use my
Alright.
stand-up thing here. God, this is... Overall, I think I'd give Corbin's the better thing. His is the
Really?
most practical.
Oh, okay.
Mine's more
So,
everyday use compared to like.
Like, so here's the thing. The
so
light...
if I just click the power button, I can take a picture. Smile.
Really? Yeah. Okay.
Smile.
Oh, God.
There's
So-
now a picture saved on here.
Alright, so let's see. I'm going to pull it right here.
Pull it into the.
And I'm going
laptop.
to plug it in the laptop here.
See how quality the pictures are.
Flip it around here.
See if it's even worth it.
Oh, this USB is really, really scary. It's like... It says... There we go. Alright.
Did it have anything to do with you putting it in the wrong way?
Maybe. It's named General.
General Motors.
It's actually not considered a.
Device?
It's considered audio.
What?
Oh, that's kind of funky.
So it charges through this, but it also has audio. So now this recognizes as a device that takes an audio, not as a file system.
Okay.
It doesn't even recognize that it's a file on my PC.
So how are you supposed to grab the pictures from that then?
Good question. What are the
That's
him
slightly
ones?
concerning.
There's only 2 buttons, and you can press the middle part too. I don't know if that counts as a button, but
That
there's a
probably
power
does.
button and there's a mode button.
Connect the mini security camera in its off state to a computer. After a few seconds, it will automatically be detected as from a disk. Is it off?
No, it's on. It looks like it's on. It's blue. So I'll hold down the power button. But it's gonna do anything.
She's definitely still on.
Let me see once.
Well, I just clicked every button a few times, so we're in for some fun.
Doesn't want to turn
It
off.
does not turn off.
Maybe that's because it's charging.
It might be off, it might be charging. I wonder.
Well, it says connect it when it's in its off state. So I would Can I just go like that? That means that it's off, right?
If there's
What lights? Is there any light there?
Oh, there we go. So now it's on. Now it's flashing to. Does it?
the flashing, like the purple, I think that means it's charging. I have no clue.
That's what I was doing earlier when we just put the.
Yeah.
I think it means it's dead. It just keeps turning off.
Maybe it's charging for a decent while.
It keeps connecting, but it keeps thinking it's an audio thing.
That's not right.
It's definitely not audio.
That's kind of problematic for getting the pictures.
It has modes. What is the mode button?
Just
3 and
switch
4.
the mode.
So 3 is the on, and 4 is the mode button. Well,
thanks.
I just hit the mode button, and it just disconnected it.
Mini
If the built-in
security.
battery is discharged or there's not enough space on the memory card, the
Wait.
blue and red light.
Wait. Memory card? Because if this has a memory card on it, that means that you're supposed to take the files off that way. Oh, yeah, that's a memory card slot right there.
Yeah, this
That's
is-
why that it's exposed.
If the built-in battery is discharged or there's not enough space on the memory card, if the blue and red LEDs on the mini security camera will blink for 5 seconds simultaneously, after which the mini security camera will save the recorded video and automatically turn off.
Is it just like a SD card?
No, you need to put an SD card in it, which means it's not taking pictures because it needs a storage device.
That's so stupid. Why they wouldn't tell you it needs like an SD?
Well, it is
Well,
a gimmicky
It
thing.
is, yeah.
Does it say in the box? Records, great for.
Yeah, so you know what? That's not that bad. Because the one thing I will say about this, which I'll give credit towards it, so yes, the board is exposed on it. All it needs would need is a cover flap to make it better, because then it would actually be covered all the way around and wouldn't get dirt in it. What I will give it towards is that you can put any micro USB card in it, meaning that the one that's in my camera that I'm rolling with, it can be used with. So that's what you need to take the files off of it with. So it doesn't have direct file to computer transfer. Like I'll review this to a GoPro. With my GoPro, it saves all the files to my phone, and I can automatically on my phone pull the files to another device, or you can plug it in and pull them. But with this one, it's just straight micro USB, so it's just basically of a micro USB file, pull it and put it in. So
It doesn't say anywhere that storage micro SD card, maximum extended memory 32 gigabytes.
So its max is 32
It
gigs.
says there was a built. I thought it says on here that it's the built-in one.
Why would the slot?
no,
be like
it's
that?
got slots with ridges in it, so it definitely holds a micro USB card or micro USB. Yeah, SD micro
SD card slot. It says.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it does take one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It says it does good footage on it.
I mean, I believe it, but
Yeah, I'd give it. Overall, I'd give this a 5 on.
I was thinking 10. I mean 5.
Yeah, give it a 10, dude.
I was
Just give
thinking
it a
5 out of 10. But
I'm gonna give it a 4.
Okay. What would you give for your math there, Corbin?
I gave my mat a 3, I think.
Okay. I'd give the light bar I give it a 5. What would you guys give it?
I kind of liked it more than anything, honestly. Out of the ones we had. I think yours have more use than ours.
Yeah, it's definitely there. It's something.
Yeah. I don't know what I would use it for, but I just think it has more of a use
Yeah.
than this copper mat I have.
Okay. So overall, as seen on TV products, still pretty as seen on TV. I don't really think there is
we just bought them so you don't have to.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they're kind of cheap.
Overall, I think I'll use the light bar. I think after we do more research on the camera, it'll be more useful. Same thing with the mat. I think it's definitely useful when you use it for baking and stuff. It just seems like it's a little overpriced for the mat itself. So the camera itself, there's a few people that have pages if you want to go check the camera out. It is just called a mini security cam. You can buy these on Amazon. It's an as seen on TV mini security camera. There's a lot of people that actually record like a GoPro with these before. I've seen TikTok pages or YouTube pages. So,
Yep.
All right, I guess check them out.
Well, I guess that was it then.
All right, so then I will.
There goes my $20.
At least mine was a little cheaper. Mine was like $10.
That's what we should have done. Just got the crappiest.
What I did.
All right, so that was our as seen on TV section of this. Now we're going to pull up some topics here and review those ones here. Let me just take this over.
Some of these are user submitted, so you guys should also submit some really good questions so
Yeah,
we
just
can
email
review
us.
them on this.
The first batch that we'll be doing, this is topics that I made earlier. The second half of the show is all of our user submitted questions.
Okay.
So I'm going to throw these into a doc here.
How long we got?
We
for
are
questions?
starting to run low on user or sent in questions, so if you guys could help us out.
Okay, so our first topic here is, what would you do if you had 24 hours until the world ended? We'll start with Corbin.
Oh man, I was really hoping you were gonna start with me.
Oh, well, you know what? I'll start her off here and then we
thank
can go.
you.
Sure. Anytime. So let me fix this here. Bam. 19. Alrighty. So, what I would do if I had 24 hours until the world ended, I had this discussion with my father a few nights ago. We watched Greenland and just talked about it. I think that if I had 24 hours until the world ended, that I would get together with family. I'd just kind of like have a party of some sort and just kind of spend time with family and live like that was the end. And just, if that was it, that was it. The second part of the question I have here is, if you could take a backpack of items, what would you take? Well, the only thing is the items you'd be taking, you wouldn't really use much after that. So,
Yep.
I think that I would just take, like a knife with me, my phone with me, a speaker to party with, and just some stuff. I think I would also take like the microphone with me and storage stuff, so that I would put documentaries of what happened before the fact, so that the Romanian survivors could go through the things that we talked about, or just, I'd give them the flash drive with all of our files, of our show files on it. They're going to have to look at our files someday, and just maybe we'll blow up after we all die, you know? It's just
Never
good.
know.
So yeah, if I had 24 hours until the world ended, I'd get in my car, I'd pack some stuff up, and I'd spend time spend time with family until the world turned over. All right, Corbin.
Sounds like a reasonable.
Yeah, I was kind of agreeing. I would definitely go meet up with family for the majority of the day, I think. Obviously, the last hour or two, I would go ham, and I would just go cruising.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of hard to say. When it comes to what would you bring with you, I wouldn't really bring much with me. I don't think it wasn't necessary. I'd bring my car keys, obviously, and I'd bring a bag of snacks or something just to have, so you can enjoy yourself a little bit when you're driving, but I would just go.
The one question that a lot of people have talked about the end of life kind of situation is, I thought it was funny watching this Greenland movie, is everybody is like, is like breaking into these buildings and taking the stuff, and it's like, okay, you know, I understand that the world is ending and such, and that would happen, But there's two sides of it. My mind goes towards, why do you need a flat screen TV if you're going to die in a few hours? But also, why don't you need a flat screen TV if you're going to die in a few hours? Man, you get to watch some TV or such.
Yeah.
And that's if TV's still working.
You need that high definition to live great, dude.
Exactly. You got to have those last 24 hours in HD. So I think it's interesting. It's just, there's a lot of different movies. World War Z, Greenland. Oh my God. You could go on and on about how many different movies there are. So.
Well, in World War Z, they rebuild, so.
Yeah, they come to a point where everything went crap and then they went back at it again, so.
Yeah, they just have the remnants of the past.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least they found the cure. Anyway. Well, if I had 24 hours to live, basically, for some outer world anomaly, or in-world, who knows? Could be like the Yellowstone eruptions or whatever people thought. But if I had 24 hours to live, I'd probably do, like, the most reasonable thing, meet up with family like before. And then, if I could bring one thing for sure, it's going to be as much alcohol as physically possible.
Why?
Why do you want to remember the last few hours? If you knew you were going to die, you don't want to be freaked out and just normal about it. You want to enjoy it.
Know what's going on.
Yeah, you don't want to know what's going on. You see a big spark in the air, or like a immediate.
Well, that was with Greenland too. They're all sitting on the top of this porch, just smoking weed and drinking and just pretending like it's nothing's even happening. So.
Yeah, exactly. You won't even know you're gone.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go out.
Oh God.
Yeah. What are you saying?
All right. So our next topic on the list is where do you want to be in 15 years? That would make John and I 34 and you 32. And just what is the kind of position you like to be, where you want to be living, what you want to be doing, kind of just the position of your normal day-to-day life. John?
All right, so I'm starting off.
Oh, yes.
All right, so in 15 years from now, I would like to, definitely finish school. If I haven't by then, something's wrong.
That's kind of important.
Yeah, so I'd be doing that. I'd hope to have found a good job that could support me and a family that I also enjoy, so it's not as much of just work, you know. Because even like those jobs, like people tell you, find a job that's like where you're getting paid to do something you love. If you do that one thing you love is gonna just become work, just like everything else. But just find something you like, don't necessarily you love.
Yeah, and they've found a lot of different things too. It's like you should be in a position where you're happy in it, and you're just not doing it to survive. Because if you keep doing that, you're going to be more depressed than you'll be happy that you're living in general.
Yeah, you're just living day by day, hoping for paycheck. You're only looking for paycheck.
Well, and you're going through the motions.
Really? I'd rather be doing a job I hate but getting paid a lot of money. I would be happier than doing a job I like but getting paid.
Well, if you're getting a shit ton of money, yeah, who wouldn't do a job?
I agree
I'm just saying, I would rather do a job I hate and get money.
If I could get like a good paying job where I'm like in the high part,
well, and
it's still a job I hate, I'd do it.
Yeah, me too.
But I'd rather find a job that I like that can just find as a support living. And even then, like even having a spouse, they can have their own job too. So I mean, it's not like you're gonna be poor or on the streets.
See, the other thing with that is it really depends on where you're at though. Like you can't go to California, make $100K a year and live almost.
Yeah,
it depends on big city areas they have a lot
cost
higher.
Of living.
Cost of living.
It's just extremely higher.
Well, and even like different parts of the state, even here, it's like you're going the further and the more of prestigious areas that you're going into, the more living expenses go up because everybody else wants to be there.
They want to be there, and the more job opportunities there is there.
Yeah, like small towns like around bigger cities, like small towns around us, like houses can almost be like $200,000, same size house in a bigger city, like let's say Minneapolis, the same size house that you'd pay for $200,000 in one of these small towns sort of areas, you'd be paying almost $1 million for, like almost 800,000 at least.
Well, and I mean the only thing is that is very offset. So like we look at things in our region right now as if you're a teacher and you're making $30,000 to $40,000 a year, I mean, that's not great, but you're still doing pretty well off. But then you go to, per se, the state of Illinois, and now you can make $50,000 to $60,000 a year. But that right there, when apartments are $2,000 to $3,000 a month, I mean,
It's not enough.
$60,000 here is like, oh my god, that's a lot of money. But you're going there, it's like, 60,000. That's not much.
Just for the rent is like over half. It's gonna be over half of what you make that year.
Well, exactly, and you're making. You figure $50,000 a year or I think $60,000 a year, $5,000 a month, and you're just putting $2,000 of that of $5,000 away on rent. Jesus, you're putting another $1,000 towards your almost $1,500 towards your food, and that's just for one person.
And then you got insurance, you got power payment.
Yeah, if anything breaks down, you have to have extra money on the side.
Well, I mean, yeah, you'd have income go over that time, but you can't plan shit to happen.
People could invest in stuff too, with some extra.
I feel like you can't really add that on to a living cost, because it's different on everybody, and not everyone's gonna do that. I feel like the average person doesn't do that.
Well, and it sucks overall because a lot of these jobs are suffering from the fact of, well, we're paying $60,000 a year. You'll maybe go up to $65,000 a year, but now you're having to deal with, Jesus, you have to deal with inflation and changing prices on everything else. And now that $60,000 or $65,000 doesn't mean as much because everything else around you is going further and further up.
Which will never stop happening.
Nope.
So I think, to answer this question fully, I would like to be in I'll go after this. So in like the Madison, Wisconsin area or the Milwaukee area, they're a bigger city but not intense. There's a lot of things around there that you can get into jobs. So I'd like to be there. I'd like to have an apartment. I think I'd be in my 30s by then, so I'd like to be transitioning into a house. And I'd like to be in a steady job and have a good income by that time. And yeah, I think, we'll throw this out here. Looking for a spouse then in like 15 years. So you want to hit me up. I'm here. Shoot us out to our forum guys email address. Anyway, though, but yeah, I'd like to have a good relationship going, a nice apartment, and a good job. I think that's overall the goal for anybody at that point. So,
yep.
And a GTI 2021. That's too. All right, go ahead there, John.
All right, so just to finish what I was saying before, I think we sort of got.
I was gonna say, yeah, we kind of cut you off, so I was gonna let you go anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so steady job, just like Zach said and all that, what I was talking about earlier. Something that I'm fine with doing that can support a family if need be and all that. I don't really know if hopefully a spouse by then, at least.
Or a dog. That's always the plan.
Oh yeah, a dog too. Who doesn't want a dog, honestly? If you're a cat lover, F off.
If you're a cat lover, just unsubscribe for... No, don't unsubscribe.
Not against them, but just dogs are better.
Yep.
Face facts.
Get hated on, cats.
Yeah.
Alright, so a dog, a spouse, a decent job. If I have kids, then a house. Otherwise, if it's just me and a spouse and a dog, an apartment's all we need.
I agree with that.
Just putting money in the pockets at that point.
Yeah, and I think the one thing that it was a mentor that I had out of Madison area and was talking to me about this as an employer. He's like, he's like, even though those paychecks may look very, very nice at the start, he's like, do not use that money and just spend it. He's like, because even if you're making $50,000, $60,000 a year and you still have $2,000 income coming in that you can just do whatever the hell you want with it, he's like, don't be in that mindset. Put more money aside towards when you're at the very end of you're just relaxing and kicking off and you're retired and such. He's like, because otherwise you're going to be working further and further and further ahead of your life and you can't retire as early because you made those impulsive decisions at the start.
Yeah, when you get to that point, you should just put more money into either the 401k or the Roth IRA. It's just going to be better in the long run.
Well, and even like when you're seeing those numbers when you're younger, I mean, at our ages now and you're seeing those, it's just like, it looks like a lot of money and it's really, really nice, but you got to understand what's ahead of you. You can't just keep going, holy crap, that's a really, really cool, like, pool table or pool or some interesting arcade thing. I mean,
It's gotta be smart and be able to finance.
yeah, less hookers, more money aside. It's okay. So Corbin, go right past that.
Here for a good life, not a long life.
Yep.
Exactly.
I would like to think of myself settled down in a big city. I don't want to be in a country. I don't want that. How do you say it?
Well, and we kind of talked about this before too, of
Yeah.
what we were trying to go for. But yeah, I agree with you.
I don't want the responsibilities of having to wake up every morning and take care of animals, or like I'm just saying it in general.
Or even like maintenance for your lawn. And
or
all
lawn.
That.
I don't want to have that responsibility. I would rather live in an apartment in a big city, and I mean a big city. I don't want to live in the country.
Mm-hmm.
I like the big cities. After going to Houston, I loved it. I think that was so cool. But I'd like to see myself somewhere in a big city, sitting at a fine job, whether I like it or not, as long as the money is okay.
I agree with you.
I don't know. I don't really, like, now thinking about it, I don't really care if I have a spouse at that point. It doesn't really bother me. I would be perfectly fine living on my own. I'm independent as it is, and it wouldn't bother me. You'd
be the kind of dog person. Yeah, you have a dog, keep company, but that's how we go. Yeah, I agree with that.
I don't know if I want somebody there to sit and tell me what to do.
And I as I said to my father a while ago, he's like, I've been to the big city, I've lived in the big city. He's like, you want to be in the big city when you're younger because the chaos seems normal and seems interesting. He's like, but then as you get older, the quietness and just being relaxful and being relaxed in general, he's like, that's how it's done. So I think for my first a good chunk of my life that I will want to be in the chaos of it. I like that. I liked going to New York. I thought it was so cool of how busy it was.
I like that too.
I think after I've been working for a while and I have enough income that I'm just I'll find a house that's very secluded and just kind of very relaxful and find that. So.
I say probably when I'm older, I'd rather be traveling rather than staying in a relaxed place.
Yeah, that I agree with too. The more traveling you can do.
You don't like traveling?
I don't like traveling. I don't like moving around. I'd rather find one place and stick to it.
Well, no, I mean, and I don't know if you're saying it this way, but I think even like
not like moving houses or apartments, but
like going places to vacations.
Oh, I
get
stuff. That.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
Like
taking a few weeks each year, each week going to a different place or so.
Well, and you need to do that kind of stuff to break up the monotony of what you're doing on a daily. Even if you love your job, even if it's the best damn job you've done in your life, you need a break from it, and you need to snap back to reality. I just used a Eminem quote. You need to snap back to reality because that is what's helping you, and it's getting you away from the stress of your daily life. All right, so on to our next topic, and shoot us in the comment section or on our email. Where do you want to see yourself in 15 years?
Yeah, we would like to see you guys answer some of these questions too. Any of our videos, or even like the user submitted or the viewer submitted questions, you guys can answer in the comments and stuff. We'd be interested.
We'd love to see all your opinions off this. We've had a few comments before. We're glad to. We will even introduce your comment on the podcast if we think it's very interesting. If we have a few comments at the start of our next podcast that we think are interesting, we'll bring them up. I will write them down. I'll have them on my PC, and we will bring up your comment and your username as long as they are clean and as long as they are interesting. So, all right, our next topic here is if you could give advice to a freshman high schooler or middle schooler, what would that advice be? And I think this can go broad. It's kind of like we'll go from like 8th grade on to the end of high school. That's when things get a little bit stressful for all of this. I think my advice, and this is kind of, let's go heart to heart here for a second on 4M Guys podcast. The one piece of advice I would give to all of you out there is that to not stress high school. There is a lot of stress that comes behind it about popularity and about a certain social status. That means absolutely nothing at the end of it. The moment you step out the door with your diploma in your hand and the moment you kiss that ground away and get the hell out of there, it means nothing. There's no social status anymore of your high school kids until your little reunion that you have after the fact.
Yep, if you go to your next job, it's not going to matter. Even in the next university, high school is just so much based on the last name and popularity of students that the moment those popular kids, the moment they hit the university, they're going to be shit. They're not going to be in that same bubble. So it's like a clean slate for everybody. You got to rewrite yourself in the way you want to be seen compared to the social dynamics of high school, where people just put you on a small group in the social ladder.
So the one thing I will say, so that, and then also, oh god, I think I had 2 different advice points and I just completely spaced them. So the one would be, don't stress it. The other thing would be to have fun with it. It's high school. They do a lot of fun things in high school. Some people don't enjoy high school as much, and it just, I was the kind of person where I wanted it to get done, but then after I got done with it, I was like, I probably should have been in a few more things in high school. But enjoy it while it's there. Take part in a lot of stuff that you're going to be in towards. There's so many different clubs that you can partake in, so many different activities that you can partake in, class trips, band trips. Jesus, there are so many different opportunities that you have just in school alone. So don't be the sad person in the corner and do as much shit as you can.
Yep. The one piece of advice I'd probably have to say for the people going into high school and like the 8th graders and such, there's always going to be those kids that are like the Debbie Downers, that don't, like the ones that just want to get school over with, I hate it and all that. I think if those people and if everybody were to join like clubs and stuff outside of high school, it makes it so much better than just trying to get by doing just small assignments and stuff. It's so much easier and so much more fun too. I mean, you'll make memories that you'll remember for the rest of your life in all those different activities like sports or different clubs like band and all that type, or music, or different things like science clubs or art clubs, history clubs, anything. You're going to find a lot more enjoyment in the school if you start doing all those, because you're going to make better relationships with the teachers. And
better relationships with the t-shirts.
Well,
with the
I have a
teachers.
good relationship with my t-shirt. I don't know about you guys.
They'll start to get you better, and then it's gonna be a lot more fun experience for you. Trust me. I tried doing as much as I could that I felt comfortable with. Like, I didn't do football or anything like that because just football sucks.
Well, you couldn't, because you would have died.
That is true. I'm built like a string bean.
So this is a little off topic, but one announcement I want to make to you guys. We had very good success with our stocking caps that have our logo on them. A little bit of change right now, but very good success with all of those, and they turned out great. There's a new design that I have found for our 4 Random Guys merch for our stocking caps. If you'd be interested in buying a stocking cap from us, it'll be $15 for a stocking cap. They are like the puffball stocking caps.
Yep, they're nice and warm.
Oh God, yes, they are.
And they're good quality. They're not just like cheap Walmart brand or something like that.
All of them have our custom logo on the front of them, all different colors. They're a blue, gray mesh, and then on the top they have the puffball. Come in all different sizes. If you're interested in getting a stocking cap, again, that'll be $15, and just shoot us an email at 4randomguys101@gmail.com, and we will get them back to you. So we're taking orders as soon as possible. We're going to still be doing our giveaways for our free side of our giveaway kind of thing.
They're not going to be as often, but we're still going to be doing them, and just to save money and all that expenses.
Yep. We're going to, and the other announcement that I have, that this one is official. I haven't said much to you about this, so this is new news for both of you.
Yep.
We will be doing a Amazon gift card giveaway. It'll be a $25 gift card giveaway in our upcoming podcasts. The more subscribers we get, we're currently at about 30 subscribers. When we hit our 50th subscriber mark, we will be giving away either $25 or $50 gift card to Amazon. And no merch for that one probably, but just that main gift card. So you may be lucky enough to win a free $50 gift card.
Yeah, so why not? It's a free opportunity. So out of all the subscribers, it's probably like a 1 in 50 chance. That's still great odds compared to everything else in this world.
So again, check out that description for the blanket. Shoot us an email if you're interested in a stocking cap, and then also shoot us more topics for our random ones too. We need more random topics.
Yeah, we're starting to run out on those.
Yeah, we're kind of low on them.
And we really enjoy doing them, and we enjoy hearing your guys' opinions. They're funny as hell, and we have really good time doing them. So shoot us all your crap. Not crap, all your really cool crap.
It can just be normal crap too. We don't
Exactly.
Mind.
So Corbin, what was the advice that you would give to a high schooler going in?
I wasn't gonna really say a whole lot. I mean, personally, me, I was the kid that I don't like high school. I don't really like school. It's just not me. Like what you said, just when you get comfortable, just do some other clubs and kind of open up. It makes it a little better for you. Personally, I did that this year, and within the last 2 years here, I've kind of opened up a little bit and done things like that. It just helps. You meet more people and
I agree with that.
Yep.
get out of your comfort zone a little bit.
1 second.
It was just broaden the horizon for what's out there.
Yeah.
And
My
you'll start
advice
to-
wasn't gonna be so good, so I'm like, I might as well just do that.
What is one club in high school that you don't think should exist?
Don't.
I mean, we don't really have that. To be honest, our school didn't have that many clubs. I don't.
Yeah,
think.
it didn't really have that much. It had we had language art stuff like Spanish and French.
That's what I was gonna pick right there. I think it's
Well-
kind of stupid, in my opinion.
Well, I don't really think so because
I do.
they help teach you the language like the classes do, but I think in these clubs you get more experiences. Like they do, these clubs are the ones that travel to the countries where you actually get the experience. Like teachers and everybody can teach you about the cultures and all that, but you will never fully understand it until you see it for yourself. And this is from personal experience.
I just don't think you need a club to do that. I
Mm.
don't know. I think of it differently as you because I didn't have the exact experience you did, but personally, I don't think it's something that schools need. But
I don't really see any club that they really shouldn't have. Like a lot of them, I think are really logical for the high school and stuff like agriculture, science, history. As long as you don't have a math class or math club. My God, who would do such a thing? There's equestrian. I think that's what it's called for riding horses. That have the sports. You have your music stuff like.
Did
all
we
the
have
show
one of those? The
I don't think-
horses
horse
one?
things?
Yeah, we have one. There's only 5 people in it.
I did not know this. Well,
Yeah. They
I
actually
don't think they
competed.
need that.
I know some of the people that competed and did that.
I just think it's kind of stupid. But
Well,
that's
I
just
mean-
me, I guess.
okay,
That's
so
just another thing for somebody else to do that, get them out of their shell a little bit.